Breaking news, the world on edge as North Korea appears to be, quote, primed and ready for a nuclear test. This as new evidence on the ground is making final preparations being made at one of Pyongyang's key nuclear testing sites. President Trump warning tonight that North Korea is a problem and that it will be taken care of, in his words. Will Ripley is out front in Pyongyang.
With the looming threat of a nuclear showdown, new images of Kim Jong-un guiding a special forces operation, North Korean commandos jumping out of planes, their leader all smiles. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe warns North Korea already may have the capability to deliver missiles equipped with deadly sarin nerve gas. The security situation around our country is getting increasingly severe, Abe said. President Trump praising Chinese President Xi Jinping for turning away coal-carrying cargo ships from North Korea. Coal, a major source of revenue for Pyongyang, believed to help fund its missile and nuclear programs.
President Xi wants to do the right thing. I think he wants to help us with North Korea.
But Chinese customs officials say overall trade between China and North Korea jumped by nearly 40% in the first quarter of this year. We got the call before 5 a.m. We were told to dress up and leave our phones behind. We went through a couple of hours of security, and now we're here on this street. It's completely closed off. Tens of thousands of people are moving in here, raising questions about how far China is willing to go to rein in its unpredictable neighbor. We saw North Korean leader Kim Jong-un making a rare public appearance in Pyongyang. Not a military event, but a ribbon cutting of a new high-rise apartment complex, an attempt by the regime to show economic growth despite heavy sanctions over their nuclear program. The message from the North Koreans seems to be that they want to move forward with their military programs, but they also want to grow their economy peacefully. But they say if they are provoked, they are not afraid to go to war. North Korean officials tell CNN it's a touch-and-go situation that could escalate into an all-out conflict. Think tank 38 North says new satellite images show North Korea's Punggye-ri nuclear site primed and ready for North Korea's 6th nuclear test. Just days before North Korea's most important holiday of the year. Holidays are a time when Pyongyang has been known to project power through military force. With tensions on the Korean peninsula at their highest level in years, nobody knows what Kim Jong-un's next move will be. And you can probably hear the ominous music playing on loudspeakers behind me. That happens several times a day here in Pyongyang. And adding to this tension, threatening to push it over the edge, this news out of Afghanistan that the U.S. dropped the mother of all bombs on ISIS tunnels. Is this a veiled threat for North Korea, given that they conduct their nuclear tests underground? And the big unknown tonight, Aaron, how will North Korean leader Kim Jong-un respond?
All right, thank you very much, Will Ripley. As we said, live from Pyongyang, the only American journalist live there right now. And that music, when he comes on, is always very eerie when you hear it. Out front now, the Republican Congressman Mike Kaufman of Colorado, also a member of the House Armed Services Committee. And Congressman, I appreciate your time tonight. I want to start with this issue of North Korea, sure. Right? We have this anniversary, this birthday coming up in the next day. How confident are you that North Korea will carry out a nuclear test in the coming days?
Well, there is certainly a tradition in North Korea of doing some aggressive act, on this anniversary. And so I think it's important for the United States to show its resolve in terms of countering that and putting pressure on China, who holds really all the cards on this.
So when you say show our resolve in terms of countering it tonight, I just want to show our viewers some new satellite images that we have in tonight.
Sure.
This is a site, a nuclear site. This is showing increased activity over the past about month, 6 weeks, at a key North Korean testing site. Experts say there's been new equipment arriving. There's been a surge of activity at the command center specifically. If the United States has intelligence that North Korea is about to carry out its 6th nuclear test, when you say show our resolve in countering that, should the United States launch a preemptive strike?
No, not at this time. What I think we could do, I mean, this is a test We know it's a test, but the test is important because it shows that they're moving their nuclear program forward to be a threat to the United States, to be a threat to the region. China's the largest, China's probably the only ally that North Korea has, the only real ally that North Korea has. It is the economic lifeline for North Korea. They certainly have the capability of putting pressure on the North Korean government to cease this program. And what President Trump needs to do, and I believe what he will do, is put pressure on China to end this relationship and put pressure on North Korea to stop this and to end this nightmare.
Are you concerned? You know, we've just seen the mother of all bombs used in Afghanistan. The other bomb equivalent is the massive ordnance protocol bomb, which is used to destroy bunkers, bunker busters underground, was designed to destroy nuclear sites, possibly in Iran, of course, possibly in North Korea. Is that something that should be on the table?
Well, I think no, not right now. But I think it was important. First of all, I think it did come up through the chain of command. I can't imagine that the president would not have signed off on it. It is appropriate for a hardened target like that. But it also sends a message. Many of these fighters in that position were certainly were ISIS, but were former Taliban, and we need to send a message to a Taliban. This war is a stalemate, and the only way out is a negotiated settlement with the Taliban. And this sends a clear message to the Taliban that this new administration is serious.
Congressman, you held a town hall yesterday. You were asked specifically about the White House press comments about comparing Syrian President Bashar al-Assad to Adolf Hitler and saying Hitler was better. Here is the exchange with one of your constituents.
I have on my phone a picture of my great-grandparents who were killed in Auschwitz. What is your thoughts at this time of a president who has anti-Semitic people in his cabinet?
Spicer made a terrible mistake yesterday, and he admitted it. If you're not familiar with what he did, he needs to go. You know,
You said he needs to go. You heard the room erupting in cheers. Look, Congressman, that was a big moment. You're the first Republican lawmaker to call for the resignation of Sean Spicer. Do you stand by what you said yesterday? He needs to go.
You know, I really do. I don't think he's serving this president very well. I think when you have a spokesman or a press secretary that himself becomes the story more than once and deflects from what that job is about in terms of representing the White House, I think it is time for him to go. I think I just don't believe he's capable of doing the job at the level that it needs to be done. And again, he's not serving this president well.
All right. Thank you very much. Loud and clear and standing by your words. Congressman Kaufman, thank you.
Thank you.
And next, breaking news, British intelligence intercepting Trump associates communicating with Russians. We have breaking details on this next. And the president says he is keeping his promises. Critics say he's not. Well, I'm going to ask a loyal supporter, a Trump associate and advisor. Anthony Scaramucci is my guest.